Hey, Whiskey Fans, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
Kara, what do we have today?
Today we have What Proof is the Best Proof?
I don't know.
Featuring Middle West Pumpernickel Rye.
Yeah, see, okay, I've seen it dark.
Dark pumpernickel.
And then sometimes, like, they'll say, like, dark rye, and then sometimes there's pumpernickel rye. It all depends on the store website that you go to.
Oh, but I think on the labels they both say dark pumpernickel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like some people are just lazy, and they're just
Well, that's a lot of words.
Yeah, it is a lot of words, but still.
It is. Anyhow, we have the standard offering of pumpernickel rye coming in
48%.
at 48% or 96 proof. And we're going to put it against a cask strength. Hit us up with that proof.
Oh, it's going to hit us up. It's going to slap our mamas at 64.30%.
Okay. So we're going to go with a low proof first, highlight some tasting notes, and then highlight the tasting notes on the cask strength and say which one we think is better representation.
Does proof matter?
Absolutely. Does proof matter? Let's go into the nose.
Oh, this is nice.
That's really pretty.
It's definitely rye.
I'm getting some. What is that? No, are you getting maybe a bit of evergreen tree or something?
Okay, I was gonna say it smells like you're like in the forest and lost.
Yeah, lost in the woods.
It smells nice.
It's fruity too.
But it's got a nice it's got like an oak structure to it, but you're not smelling oak. Does that make sense?
Not really, but it sounds good. It smells like the forest, like you're going.
Yeah, but like not just the leaves, with the wood as well, like the stalks.
The whole thing, the whole experience.
Whole tree. Yeah,
and there's a fruitiness.
It's an earthiness to it.
Yeah,
slightly.
Fruitiness, earthiness, woodiness, leaves, all kinds of stuff. Let's go in for a little taste.
Okay. Okay, I know it's a rye, but this is the most subtle rye bread of a rye that I've had, like rye bread.
Mmm.
But not all up in your face.
Ooh. Have you? I
don't like rye bread. I like this.
Well, do you like pumpernickel?
Is that the brown bread?
The dark one.
I love that.
Yeah, because it's slightly sweet. It has like a molasses quality to it. Yeah. And you taste that in...
Or is it this? Because I believe it's a 4-grain. I couldn't find the percentages on their website. But it does have corn, and it's got some Ohio soft red wheat winter. I don't know. It was like a lot of words. Just like the dark pumpernickel rye. And then it also has a 2-row barley, and then it's got this dark pumpernickel rye. So it's got a 4-grain. Okay. So how much of that plays into it?
Take another sip. I'm getting behind the molasses. I just got a hint of coffee.
Oh, coffee grinds.
Yeah, right at the end.
Yeah.
That's nice. I really like that.
It is. I like this. I remember loving this. We haven't come back to this for a little bit.
Ah, that's fun.
It tastes nice.
It's not an average... Like, it doesn't immediately scream rye. It's so... No. And it's not clovey. No. It's not spicy, not dilly. No. But it's just got like an outdoorsiness with some molasses, some coffee.
It does remind me of like a sweet rye bread. I don't know why. It's just... It's got a little bit... Not fennel, but there's something in there that reminds me of the rye bread.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't know why.
There's a hint of a little...
Yeah. And not just because rye's in the name. Like, there's something...
There's a tinge of a spice. But... Do you think we need a water before we jump onto the cask strength, or should we just jump into the deep end?
Jump in.
Okay, let's go.
Because I'm wild like that. This has less of a nose.
That's what I was about to say.
Like, what?
This has so much more fruit on the nose when you go back to it.
It has much more on the nose. It's not just one-dimensional.
I think it's because it's so high.
Going back to
I think there's so much alcohol in this one. Let's try and see what it does on the palate.
All right. Okay. Oh. That's not the same. What?
Whoa.
This is so thick. You're getting like... It's thick. It's got... The viscosity on it is so... I'm getting... Oh, this is... Okay.
That was hot for a second. I breathed through my nose while I was experiencing that wave.
Is that why your eyes are a little glossy?
It's a little proofy.
Or does it just take you one sip and you're already smacked?
That proof, like, it really kicks in. But when you settle down, you just wait for the burning to stop. I'm actually tasting a little more soil and twigs on this than remember this smelled like forest?
Yeah.
This has a little forest floor on the finish.
It's like you fell and went face first.
For you, okay. For me.
I actually like it. The flavors are so different. I'm confused that this is the same. Like, I don't get it. I'm confused.
The sweetness is the sweet finish here.
Yeah.
The molasses and coffee. Mm-hmm. The sweetness is more up front on this.
Yes.
It's right in the front. And then that, I almost had the note. It's soil and something else. I accidentally tasted this flavor before.
It's tea leaves.
It's totally leaves. Yeah.
Like,
soil.
Almost tobacco-ish.
Like raw tobacco.
Yeah.
Not like pipe tobacco, like raw leaves. That is a different experience entirely.
I kind of like it because it's very dark and mysterious.
I like that.
Where this is just like pleasant and just nice and easy. And this, you got to work for this one. She's not easy.
This is not like a beginning rye.
No.
This one with the cocoa and then the coffee. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not called molasses and coffee, not cocoa. I'm sorry, molasses and coffee. This had a dark chocolate nose, but it tastes so. The flavors on this are a bit more challenging. I think they're not right down home plate. I don't think there's a person that every day wants to taste the darkness and earthiness of this. I think it's fun.
But to me, it's not as rye forward as the lower proof.
It's not. It's
like,
more
I'm not
earth.
getting the rye notes on it.
It's different.
It's different. It actually drinks like a double oak to me product, without the marshmallow sweetness or the other sweetness that you tend to get.
I could see that.
But it's not drawing either like those tend to be.
So do you have a favorite, or do you think they're both good in different ways?
They're both good in different ways.
Okay.
But I think if you know someone that doesn't like rye, I would sneak them this.
You're going to give them the soil?
Oh, they won't know. They'll just think it'd just be like some weird double oaked product and that it's a rye. I'll be like, got you, sucker. It doesn't have rye notes to me.
Okay.
It's got the kick in the pants or whatever that says. What's it?
That's close enough, I think, of what you want to try to say. Yeah. The proof, the alcohol burn does calm down right away after a while, but it's very earthy. Now, the point of this video was kind of just compare the cask strength with the regular offering. Is one of the proofs better? It really depends on your mood. This one is really dependent on because the flavors are so vastly different. It's not like this is just a more concentrated version of this one. This is wildly different, and I don't know if it's because it's a. It's a single barrel as well, so that could be part of the vast difference.
I'm getting more wood on this too.
Yeah.
This I'm not getting so much. This I actually quite enjoy this because it's so different. Yeah. Like, this is different as well, the lower proof. Yeah. But I don't know, maybe because it's got those raw tobacco notes.
You do love tobacco.
I do. That's the earthiness to me. I'm not getting like dirt like you are. You're getting soil. Maybe just because I'm not that clumsy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's not. That's actually not exaggeration. I do follow a lot.
So I tend to like this a little bit more.
The proof of like which proof is better, for these two whiskeys, it really depends. I think both proofs are really good. I think the lower proof is more entry level, more the notes are a little bit more pleasing. These notes are a little bit more challenging. If you don't like raw tobacco, you don't like soil, you don't want to play tag in the woods and fall, probably not your jam. But let me try and see what these two taste like together.
The only way that I can put it in more commoner speak, because I'm a commoner myself, is that if you want to make cocktails and still have the rye, this.
So which one do you prefer?
I prefer this one.
You prefer the more challenging, more unique rye.
Yes.
Awesome. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with Chris and say that cask strength is where it's at, or do you like to mix it up depending on the whiskey? What are your thoughts? Give it to us below in the comment section. And while you're down there, hit that thumbs up button. If you like what we're doing on Whiskey Fancies, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you can be notified when the next video is available. Well, I don't know about you, but
I fancy this whiskey.
Cheers.